Drop what I'm doing and sit beside you.
The 2005 Ridley Scott film Kingdom of Heaven seems to be a diamond in the rough, which is strange because its dramatic narrative is nothing short of intriguing. Its characters are unconventional and well developed. Its cinematography, editing, score, and production design are nothing short of immaculate. The film is a true testament to the power of film as a storytelling tool. It is investigative, discerning, brutal, yet delicate, while remaining sincere within its political analysis. It includes an all-star cast and a director at the prime of his directorial ambition. All these things define Kingdom of Heaven, or at least the director's cut. The way you cut your film says it all. A film can have a great script, a wonderfully talented director, and a great cast, but it can so easily fall apart during editing. The film's narrative is helmed by a blacksmith named Balian, played by Orlando Bloom. His is an interesting character. Balian is a passive protagonist that is forced to be an active one. The film takes place during the Crusades. Balian is thrown right in the middle of a religious war for the Kingdom of Jerusalem. The amazing thing about the director's cut of this film is it does not choose sides. It portrays both Christians and Muslims as protagonists and antagonists, wherein this can be a very delicate territory. The film does a great job of exploring motivations for both sides. Balian is given an interesting character arc among all this. He gives up, not in the sense of losing, but one of leaving. The character grows immensely throughout the film, even though he ends up just where he started. His passivity influences his choices as an activist, and in this, he saves thousands of lives. This is something that is incredibly understated in the theatrical cut of this film. Upon initial release, the film was panned by critics and audiences alike. It was described as shallow and narratively unsound. People shamed its seeming political bias and lackluster character arcs. To an extent, these things are true of the theatrical cut. The reasons for these accusations lie within the editing of the film. Director Ridley Scott's initial and intended cut of the film was 194 minutes long. The studio head at 20th Century Fox took this runtime and cut almost an entire hour out of the film. Then they marketed it as an action-adventure film with a hint of dramatic romance. This classic example of studio interference is the reason for the film's poor box office draw. Their cut just isn't good. If the studio didn't use their power to take advantage of a director and a screenwriter, we would have a very different film. The way you tell your story means everything, and makes all the difference.
I am the son of what you call me, eh? I am accorded the privilege of ransom.
This is true.
If you get the chance to watch this awesome film, please watch the director's cut.